Hello everyone, my name is Muskan. I am a legal intern at LexLegal Company. So today's topic of discussion is SEBI and its power to regulate issue and transfer of securities under the Companies Act 2013. So let's proceed with our topic. This article aims to give overview about SEBI and its power to regulate issue and transfer of securities under the Companies Act 2013. SEBI stands for Security and Exchange Board of India. It is established in 1988 and came into statutory power on 30 Jan 1992 through SEBI Act 1992, and it became autonomous body by Government of India on 12 April 1992. Its head office is in Mumbai and regional zonal offices are in New Delhi, Ahmedabad, Chennai and Kolkata. The present chairman of SEBI is Rajat Tyagi and former chairman was V.R. Sinha. 18 Feb 2011 to 10 Feb 2017, and this chairman was appointed by Union Government of India. At present, 17 stock exchanges are operating in India, including NSE and BSE. All these stock exchanges are regulated by the guidelines of SEBI. SEBI includes the board of directors, which include chairman who is elected by parliament, 2 officers from the Ministry of Finance and 1 member from the Reserve Bank of India, and 5 members who are elected by parliament. Meaning of SEBI: the Security of Exchange Board of India is a regulation for the securities market in India owned by Government of India. Securities include shares, debentures, bonds, sector. SEBI works as regulating such markets by forming rules and regulations for such companies and supervise them to know whether they are working according to its rule or regulations or not. A reason for SEBI to come into existence: with the expansion of trading in stock market, a lot of malpractices has been also started, such as breach of ethics, violation of rules and regulations, either training sector. Due to such practices, customers lost reliance in the stock exchange, as a result of which Government of India decided to set up a regulatory body known as SEBI to gain faith in the stock exchange. Role of SEBI: the main purpose of SEBI is to supervise the rules and regulation, to keep an eye on malpractice and frauds. SEBI helps to work the interest of investors. SEBI is set up to protect the needs of mainly 3 groups: issuers, it provides them marketplace for raising finances; investors, it provides protection to their right and interest and provides them important information on a continuous basis; intermediaries work as link between issuers and investors. It provides them in competitive markets so that they are able to render better services. Functions of SEBI: it controls malpractices and fraudulent transactions in the security market. It handles registration of broker and sub-broker. It controls the insider trading and impose penalties for such activities. It helps to provide flexibility in working of capital market. SEBI promotes investor education and training of intermediaries to avoid any kind of fraud. Power of SEBI: SEBI has power to make and regulate the bylaws of stock exchange. SEBI has power to give notice to any suspicious and can imagine them on oath. SEBI has power to inspect document, books of account or any intermediaries. SEBI has power to inspect any document witness on the Security Commission to control any fraudulent activity. Insider trading: insider trading involves trading in public company stock by someone who has known public material information about the stock for any reason. Section 24 of Companies Act. Section 24 of Companies Act seeks to provide the issue and transfer of securities, etc. of the listed company or the companies which are intended to get their securities listed shall be administered by central government as required. The provision contains chapter 3, prospectus and allotment, chapter 4, share capital and benches, section 127. Punishment to distribute failure of dividend. The provisions related to issue and transfer securities and non-payment of dividend by listed companies or those companies which are intended to get their security listed on a recognized stock exchange in India will be managed under the regulation of SEBI and in other case by central government. This section also explains that all the matters related to prospectus, return of own allotment, redemption of preference shares be authorized by central government, tribunal or registrar. SEBI in respect to matters specified above and matters delegated to it under provision section 58 subclause 1 exercises the power conferred upon it under subsection 1 to 2a 3 4 of subsection section of 11 SEBI Act, where as any obstacle emerges regarding this in conformity with the section 24, 58, 59 of the Companies Act 2013, the ministry qualified until the date is notified by central government under section 434a subclause 1 of the Companies Act for the transfer of all the matter proceeding or cases or tribunal constituted the power of tribunal under section 24, 53, 59 in pursuance of the second proviso of subsection 1 of 465 of said act. So let's conclude our topic. It is concluded that stock market is important instrument for economic growth of the country. Before the establishment of SEBI, people started investing less in stock market as they lost the trust due to unfair practices in stock market. To regain the faith of people in stock market, government took the step for establishment of SEBI to monitor and supervise the activities of stock market. Initially, SEBI has granted less powers, but in 1992, when SEBI became the statutory body and legally recognized, its authority has been widened. So that's all for today. If you like my video, do like, comment, and subscribe to the LexClick YouTube channel. Thank you.